All right, let's go ahead and get into this Wednesday recap and take a look at some of the price action throughout the day. So you can see right here, you do have some key levels that we need to watch for. Is definitely the weekly area the volume area low, the point of control here, and the area volume high. Played some key roles in price action, and really you can see that we're kind of just trading kind of a bigger sideways pattern for a while here, right through here, and more or less right here through the top. And but in the last 24 hours, you can see here in the price action from yesterday morning going up to the top, and then kind of traded down into the evening and into the morning again. We did come back up and bottom out. Well, the key levels for the day here, you can see on here, we did have a daily support that we actually tapped on 3 times. Now you can see I do have a trade on here. I left it on here mainly because we didn't have, we never did break out the top, so you could never take a top. But we did come down and break down. You can see the volume that kicked in down here. And from there, we actually started to come back up, but we never took out this top area here. And this would have been a good potential trade here. We did lose everything coming down. If you went into the 5-minute during this time, you can see that, yeah, we came up and rejected right here on the 200, came back below it, and then we back tested right here on the 21 and started to trade down. So this was the basic pretty good area to start looking at possibly taking a trade. So you can see, actually, that's why I took it. That's what the system basically was calling out. Now you can see that we traded up and you would have been against you. And then you saw this hard drop right back into the original support area. But you can see volume kicked in as well. And the reason why you see my trade back up right here, this is, like I pointed out in the past, this would have been the area, once you saw this happen, this is kind of the textbook backtest and created the lower area and really just tested the major support that it has been testing. But when you saw this big hard volume kick in, this was the buyers kicking in. So a lot of times you will see this same pattern. That's why once I was in this trade here, we started to trade up. We didn't get the breakdown. And ideally, this could have easily just fallen out and came down and tested these bigger levels. We were definitely, if we go out to the longer time frames, everything was bearish. Everything kind of agreed for a potential rollover here. But once you saw this kick in, that should have been the red flag. So in this case, he entered around the 12:30 mark. Obviously, it went against you pretty quick. Came back right here. This was around 3:30 or so. You saw the volume kick in from the bulls as this dropped and hit major support and did bounce up. And as you can see, right, this came back down. You should have already had your exit, moved up tight, and just taken it off. Now, this could have went ahead and traded on down. But when you saw this behavior here, it's a good time to look at taking your trade tight. Even watching it through this area that came back and tested the support, it could have just double bottomed right here and never even got the wick here, like you saw. But myself, this is where I pull it tight and just sort of trade. Now, it doesn't mean that this is going to keep on going up, right, and just go like you did see. It's just, for me, it's telling me it's time to get away. My edge, well, I was looking for, had died out, and it's time to get away from the charts. Obviously, you can see that we started to trade back up. Got back through all the areas here again and showed continuation strength, and then you can see as we broke out. So ideally for me, in order to take advantage of this price action here, this is what I was kind of looking for right through here. And but I would not be looking at taking the trade because the day is basically over now. And yeah, I don't trade during that shift into the evening, so I would have missed all that price action. As you can see, though, overall, it stayed basically in the range of the breakout triggers here, and I've pointed out why I looked at taking this trade here during the price action and why I took it. And then you can see it did give us the exit. That's basically what I was pointing out. So overall, if you're really just looking at the day, even now it still hasn't really gone anywhere. It's just tested up into the daily support, or daily support down here up to the daily resistance. It hasn't gone anywhere. So overall, it's been a pretty rough day. Just kind of sideways, no energy price action. A lot of volume, though. There has been a lot of battles in these main support and resistance areas. But yeah, overall, it's sideways. And we kind of used our key levels and or watched the live and looked at all the key information that we always talk about. A lot of this would have just kept you away from the trade. Or if you did get in, like I went ahead and took this, this would have went ahead and took you to get back out. It's just there wasn't enough sellers in the place to push this down to the retest lower areas. So that's about it, guys, for the daily recap. Not a ton of energy, just kind of looking at the 15-minute with the 5-minute and taking action, the classic stuff that we talked about. So like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please reach out through comments, and we'll go to explain or show and tell, if you will, for anything that you need. But we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys.